That being said, you know, there's nothing like a heavyweight main event. The size, the power, the danger, the prestige, knowing that one punch can change everything. There's a saying in boxing, they say, boxing goes the way of the heavyweights. Well, the heavyweight division, the glamour division, has been under the stranglehold of two Ukrainian brothers for a long time. But that time has passed, and we're in a new era of boxing, a new era of heavyweights. That being said, we know as boxing fans, the three kings sit atop that division. But it doesn't mean that there aren't some fine fighters out there with some great fights to be made. Enter Dave Allen. What a character. And boxing needs characters. He's funny, he's open, he's got an infectious personality. He's the people's champ. Everyone loves him. But Saturday night, again, he's stepping up in class against the former WBA titleist, Big Daddy. No, not Riddick Bowe. I'm talking about the tough Aussie, Lucas Browne. Now, they do share the same moniker, Riddick and Lucas. And Riddick used to always tell me, David, do you know why they call me Big Daddy? Because he said, I'm big like a truck, and I'm smooth like a caddy. Well, we all know Lucas is big, but the question is Saturday, will he be smooth? I can't wait to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not out of the blue, there's no gray area. I'm tickled pink. I want to see the White Rhino, Lucas Browne. So black out your calendar for Saturday, because if you miss it, you're going to be green with envy. Here to introduce you to the fighters and to tell you all about it, the man that put it together, the president of Matchroom Boxing, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
David Diamante, everybody, because he called for it as well. Kugan Cassius, his campaign. Congratulations, Kugan, for your campaign to make this main event. And I think it's right. You know, I think this fight is a 50-50 fight. It's between two heavyweights that one has boxed at a completely different level and one at a different level, and one has shown potential and hope for a long time. And quite frankly, as I've said in interviews, I've absolutely no idea what's going to happen in this fight. And I'm really excited to find out what is going to happen. Two great guys, two very good heavyweights, at a stage in their career where, quite frankly, they must win to go on to what we talk about, the madness of the heavyweight division, those big fights. And the winner on Saturday night will be in a big fight, and it is winner stays on. And firstly, I'm going to speak to WBA former regular world heavyweight champion, Lucas Browne. Lucas, welcome. I see you two shaking hands, a lot of respect there. But away from that, we know you're going to go to war on Saturday night, but a massive fight for your career on Saturday night at the O2.
Yeah, 100%. Again, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to come over. I'm always very well treated and everything else. So thank you to yourself, Matchroom, everyone else. Obviously, the last time out in the O2 wasn't my day in any way whatsoever. So I'm looking to rectify that. I think over the last year, things that needed to be fixed in my career and home life, all that sort of stuff, have been fixed. I've got a new trainer. I've had 3 fights since then, and I'm just ready to go. So for me, I think, yeah, there's nothing bad to say about Dave Allen. He's a lovely guy. Handshakes and all that sort of stuff, but as soon as the bell goes, we're going to punch the shit out of each other. So we'll smile after it. I want to go to McDonald's, he wants to go to Five Guys, so I don't know, we'll see what we can make out of it.
It's going to be a tough decision, to be honest with you. Five Guys wins, but talking about eating, you look a completely different fighter to the last time you were at the O2 against Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
Obviously coming in a lot lighter now and feeling good. Presumably you've had a great camp.
Yeah, it's lighter of course, but more conditioned and everything else. I wasn't doing any strength and conditioning for the Whyte fight, so that needed to be rectified in a big way. So my new trainer Jay Gray out of Onyx in Perth, we do it all at the one spot, so there's no more travelling across country, all that sort of stuff. We do everything in Perth. And it's just a happier environment as well, so I'm completely happy with where I'm at. I think I'm in the best condition so far, so I'm happy to see what happens on Saturday.
And finally as well, we talk about that heavyweight roundabout. Your name has come up, I mean you may not even know this, but in a lot of conversations in fights. I know Usyk, when I was talking to Team Usyk, they talked about Lucas Browne. Adam Konaki talked about Lucas Browne as well. We know that David Price wants to fight the winner of this fight as well. So when I say winner stays on, that's just it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You must win on Saturday night, and there's some big fights ahead.
Well, for me, I just want to stay in nice, good, competitive fights as well. Obviously, I want to make money and leave a legacy, but I want to be in good fights, and I think this has all the makings to be a great fight. So for me, I don't look past this in any way whatsoever. I want to concentrate on Saturday, put on a good performance, and then we'll talk about that afterwards.
Thanks, Lucas. Good luck to you, as always. The White Rhino. I have no idea how we got here, but you're here. Headlining the O2 Arena, fighting Lucas Browne, live on Sky Sports, live on DAZN. You have put the work in, unquestionably, and this is it. 2 days away from having to show that work.
Yeah.
And obviously a huge amount of public support and a massive moment for your life on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm very proud to headline the O2. You know, if you'd have told me this even 6 weeks ago, I guess, never mind, I was going to say 10 years, 5 years, 6 months, even 6 weeks ago. Very grateful, you know, to yourself and Sky and Googan Cassius, of course. But, you know, just to everybody that's a fan of British boxing, you know, I feel like they've took me, I feel like every boxing fan out there nearly has kind of took me in as one of their own. I'm the friend, I guess, and they watch me fight and they feel like they're watching the friend get in there. So, you know, yeah, I'm very grateful, very fortunate. I'll remember Saturday night forever, but, you know, I need to win the fight, of course. You know, I'm here to win. I've been in fantastic shape. You know, November, boxed Bracamonte, and, you know, I come out of the ring and a few days later I thought, if I carry on like this, I'm going to end up not in the greatest way in 10 years' time. So I seen Adam Bubo, I went to see Adam, and, you know, I was there for a couple of days and the training was great, but he changed my thinking of things, you know. I then went home and got even fatter than I was for a little while. I did go and get fat for a little while. And then Christmas Day I got on the scales 20 stone. And I said, you know what, let's give it a go now. This is it, this is your last chance, you know. You come into the ring out of shape again, you're finished for good, you know, you come in the ring and lose again, it's a long way back. So we spoke, the Lucas Browne fight came up, and I'm headlining the O2 against a former holder of the WBA heavyweight title. It doesn't get any bigger than this for me. You know, from the DN12 in the room, I see a few DN12 faces in the room. This is unbelievable, this is a dream come true, and I'm going to beat Lucas Browne as well. Like, I am going to beat him, I know I am. You know, me and Darren Barker, you know, we've not been training for hours every day for nothing. You know, I've really put it in. I'm really excited to show everyone that, you know, I'm not just a tough man. I can box. I've got ability. I have got ability. Like, believe it or not, there is boxing ability there. And Saturday, I'm finally going to show it. You know, I'm in the condition to show it.
What was the turning point for you from the Bracamonte fight? I mean, that fight was supposed to be a routine win. Ended up being an absolute...
You told me that you would beat him.
I would, possibly. but it was like, I mean, the Dave Allen that turned up, obviously, you know, we don't talk that much. We presume you're training, we presume you're sparring.
You would presume that,
we
yes.
Found out after that fight, you didn't, I think you trained 2 days, you said, which was a little bit worrying. But what was the turning point to the mindset? You know, was it the Bracamonte fight? I mean, what...
The Leroy Thomas fight, March 3rd, I had 5 fights after that. I probably trained for 4 weeks altogether in 7 months. So I did all right, really. You know, I did all right. It was the Tony Yoka fight was the turning point. I was ready to retire. It took me like 11 hours to get home from Paris the next day. There was a problem with the tunnel and whatever. I was standing next to a radiator on the train to Doncaster. I just thought, you know what, I don't need this anymore. I don't need it. I'm really, I was topless on the train and I was sat there, everyone was looking at me. I looked swollen, everyone was just like, what is this man doing? I must have stunk as well. So anyway,
that was a low point.
Yeah, I was ready to retire. I was going to retire. I was going to fight Lee Carter in Sunderland 4-rounder, win and be gone and find a job. Nick Webber knocked him out. I thought, you know what, David, let's go. I boxed in Sunderland, beat him. And I thought I was a knockout puncher. So I thought, this Bracamonte fella, I'll chill him around, don't worry about it. Don't train, David, it's fine. You're a massive puncher now. And obviously I got in an absolute war with him. Got home, I thought, another 2 or 3 fights like that, you're going to end up talking, no one's going to understand the words you're saying. So I spoke to my family, I went to see Adam as well, and you know, the ability is there. I've been letting myself down. I'm really disappointed in myself because the frustrating thing for me is everyone thinks I'm no good, everyone thinks I'm just a novelty act and I'm funny and I'm whatever else, but I can fight, and you know, me and Darren, we're in fantastic, well, I'm in fantastic shape. Darren's in good shape as well, to be fair. So
the link up with Darren's a unique one. Obviously, you've always had that good relationship together. Darren, I've always felt, will be a tremendous coach for pro fighters, but putting the effort in is another thing. And obviously, He's never wanted to do that. I think he's thought about it, but he's done that with you. Tell us about those probably, I don't know, 6 weeks together that you've spent.
Well, I started off with kind of 3 weeks in Leeds with Mick Marsden. Mick Marsden will do the corner on Saturday. Mick Marsden will always be there, you know, he's my friend and he knows his boxing, he'll be in the corner. But me and Darren, like, we just hit it off. We got on really well as a former world champion. And we just, I'm like, I've turned into, I'm Darren Barker without the fashion sense, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm better looking though, 100%. Do you know what I've found out as well with Dave? Not only can he fight, there is nothing Dave wouldn't do for £1 million. Honestly, I mean, if you can find something that Dave won't do for £1 million, I'll give you £1 million. It's impossible, but yeah, he's talented. Dave's very
one thing
talented.
we've seen before, Darren, is we've seen him actually work hard in camps and not really translate that in the fights. So how's the difference between all the work that you put in? It's massive pressure, you two just teaming up with each other, and then all of a sudden going in the biggest fight of his career at the O2, headlining and getting it right. How do you get it right in that moment on Saturday night?
Well, he's got to do it, I ain't. Do you know what? I think the first thing is you've got to respect your coach. You've got to have that respect and you've got to listen, and he's listened. I think it's not rocket science, boxing. It's not, you know, it's simple. When you break it down, boxing's simple. You know, you've got to hit your opponent more than he hits you. And I think in Dave's case, he's not the biggest heavyweight in the world, so he needs to rely on speed. And I think for Dave, he's got to be quick. He's got to be switched on throughout, because we've seen how big of a puncher Lucas Browne is, and he respects his power. But this is a great opportunity for Dave now to make his mark on the heavyweight division. He goes now from potentially being just this comedian, this guy who's a great guy, fun to be around, to a serious contender. And it's over to Dave now. All the work's done. There's no excuses at all. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, Dan. And finally, Dave, what happens on Saturday night? I know the feel-good stories is incredible here. The win takes you to another level. What happens on Saturday night? Have you played that out in your mind?
Yeah, numerous times. You know, the ring war, I can't wait for the ring war. You know, it's going to be fantastic. Fields of gold, and it's just going to be beautiful. And you know, the fight starts. I'm going to stick to the Darren game plan. You know, for a little while. We'll see how it goes. If it's working, fantastic. We'll stick to it. If not, I'm going to home Simpson him. I'm just going to say, Lucas, look, I'm just going to try and, you know what I'm like. You know what I mean? The game plan is there. Game plan B is punch me in the face and let him punch me in the face and let's see who's the last man standing. Like I'm Saturday night, I'm willing to, and I can honestly sit here now and say, I'm willing to take whatever. You don't have to render me unconscious to beat me, because if not, I'm not really bothered really. What? He can punch my face all day if he wants, but I ain't going anywhere unless he knocks me out. He can only beat me if he knocks me out.
Do you think he goes 12 rounds?
Nah, no chance. Because I'm fit enough for 12 rounds. No, I don't want to put there. I've got to drop myself in it. I'm ready for whatever. But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is this: we're gonna try a new look, and if that doesn't work, yeah, we're just gonna get at it. Like I want to get at it. I want to feel his power. If I feel his power, and it's a bit like that hurt a little bit, we'll stick to the game plan. If not, we're gonna get at it straight away. So we'll see. You know, I respect him massively. I like him. Saturday night though, like it's me or him, and that's how it is, I'm afraid. And you know, I said that before. This time I'm good enough to beat him up, so I'm going to get at him. Yeah.
Well, we can't wait, mate. Good luck to both of you. It's a big fight for your careers and your lives on Saturday night. And again, thanks to everybody taking part.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play, so make sure you go and download that. Bye Fight fans.